Metro Mix, tonight at 7, 8, 9, and midnight on CLTV.
Oh, because you want to get the tents, right?
We're trying to work on it.
Got it. Okay.
Oh, I thought like through the pants. Like,
No,
is that too risque for you? You don't want to show any skin down there?
No, I wore my crappy pants because I have like a pair of junky jeans and a pair of nicer jeans, but I felt like this was gonna be tight enough that I could wear my.
But that's hip now with the holes in the pants.
Yeah, but I don't want to be disrespectful.
Disrespectful?
Yeah.
To what?
You're the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to look like you dressed like a schlub.
Did you see me come in?
I know. But, I mean, you look very nice on top.
Oh, thank you. Ooh, it's getting warm in here.
Yeah.
So you're a Chicago guy?
I'm a Chicago guy.
Well, you were born. Where were you born? Like, what's your story?
I'm from Glencoe.
Glencoe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How long did you live there?
I lived there till I was about 13 years old.
Wow.
And then I moved to LA. So I'm definitely from Chicago. I hold very dearly to my Chicago roots. They're very important to me.
What from Chicago has stuck with you since you vacated?
My love of the Cubs.
Oh yeah. Sorry about that.
My love for char dogs, and deep dish pizza.
What do you get on a hot dog?
Well, in LA you can't get good hot dogs.
You can't.
But here.
You get tofu on the hot dog out there?
Yeah. No, here you get the sport peppers, the green relish, the onions, and mustard.
Nice.
No ketchup.
Yeah.
And it's
Can't have ketchup.
no.
So what's it like directing a movie compared to acting? How do you like it?
I love directing. I really love it. You know, acting is great. It's my first love. I'll always love acting. But, acting can sometimes, it's kind of a solitary pursuit sometimes. You know, like you go home, you learn your lines the night before, you go to work, you sit in your dressing room, and then they call you to set, and you go to set and do your scene, and you go back to your room until they call you again. So there's a lot of downtime. But as a director, you're just constantly on the go. You're constantly, talking to people, working with incredibly creative people, sharing ideas with the costume designer, the set designer, the cinematographer, the writer, the composer, the editor, the actors, and there's always this exchange of ideas and creativity and trying to make the scene or the show better. And I love the collaborative nature of it. It's very energizing for me and. Very rewarding afterwards because when you have this finished product that you have such a pride of ownership in. You know, you really feel like it's your baby.
And in this case, you're working with about 50 child actors. Is that right?
Yeah, we have probably I'd say about 10 lead actors, and then on our busiest days we have like another 200.
So you through with kids then? Like that's enough?
No, I love kids. I love kids.
How do you do that? I mean, there's just kids running around screaming like the whole movie. It had to be insane.
I have a real special place in my heart for young actors. You know, I think given my background, and I love working with them. I love the spontaneity they bring, the energy, the enthusiasm. Their fresh take on what could be a stale line.
Sure.
And I love helping them and seeing them discover the talents that they have kind of hidden inside of them. I love kind of helping them bring that out. So I love working with young actors. I hope to do it all the time.
Do you feel that kids respond to you better because of your background? I mean, not that they really...
They're not that age. No,
yeah,
I'm sure like their parents tell them.
Right,
I'm
yeah,
just,
right.
Like, some old
it's
guy.
Probably better for the parents, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is cool with the parents, but I feel like I really try and make them comfortable. You know, I really try and make the set a positive place for them, a place they want to be, that they look forward to going to each day, and they're sad to leave. I never want it to be a drag for them, and so I think I kind of earn their trust and respect that way. You know, that they know I just want the best for them. I want them to do the best job they can. I'm totally supportive of them and behind them. So I think that's how I kind of gain their trust. And I make sure to TiVo TRL every day, so I stay like on top of.
Is that even on anymore? I don't know.
It's on every. Believe me, I watch it every day. So I stay on. I try and stay on top of what's cool, what's hip.
I'm ashamed of Harry Potter, but you're just totally open to flaunt that you watch TRL.
I do it for, and I have to be honest with you, it works. Like if I'm on set, and the kids are singing their songs and I know their stuff, they think I'm pretty cool. So,
nice.
I work hard at being, staying hip for the kids. That's for sure.
Do you still get Wonder Years stuff when you go around?
All the time.
You do?
Yeah, all the time. And again, there's like this whole new wave now because I guess there's a cable station that's airing
it's on
them.
all the time.
So it's on all the time.
It's interesting though because when I watched it when I was a kid and when I watch the episodes now, they mean something entirely different to me.
Yeah.
It's like revisiting it, like you you get something else.
That's
out
why
of
I
it
think
as
the
an
show.
adult.
That's why I think the show worked. I think the show really worked because there was something for the kids. It was very relevant to young kids watching because those experiences are kind of universal.
Yeah, right.
And then there was something very nostalgic and
Political
and
even
there for the-
message, social,
It
political
was great,
issues.
yeah. There for adults. So I mean, it really. I think that's why it worked because it appealed to kids and adults. And I tried to bring that. There's not the political relevance
Right.
to our movie, but I tried to bring that same balance of
Sure.
something for kids and something for adults. And I tried to maintain that same balance in our movie also. I think that's what really makes kind of family entertainment work.
Right. And you've also directed a couple episodes of one of my favorite shows that's on TV. A lot of people don't watch it. It's Always Sunny in
It's
Philadelphia.
great. It's one of my all-time favorite shows.
How different this movie from that? Do you know what I mean? Like
it's very different.
yeah,
It's
that's
very
got
different.
that shows for people who haven't seen it. I mean, it's got a real edge to it.
Yeah,
it's kind of a
very
hardcore
dark.
take on a sitcom.
Yeah.
Is there an edge to Fred Savage that we don't know about?
Oh yeah. I think I think anything you have to do, whether it's as an actor and now for me as a director, you have to find some kind of emotional link to the material, some hook that gets you to step in and kind of be a part of that world. And at least for me, that's the only way I can do. That's the way I can do my best work is to feel a part of it, and like with your heart. And so there's definitely this aspect of me that's fun and family oriented and
Right.
very kid friendly. But there is definitely a very acerbic, dark, biting side to me. And then
What's it like in there?
It's lonely. It's dark. It's dark. It's dark and scary. I try
There's
not to let it
no
out.
Winnie Cooper in there.
I
is
try
there?
not to let it out. Well, there is, but she's wearing something entirely different. But I try not to let it out, which is why I'm happy to do shows like that because it allows me to exercise that side of my personality without having to show it to anybody.
Right. Yeah.
Like
Well, I'm
work,
excited to see that movie come out of you eventually. Something
I think
a
it
little
will.
different that we're not expecting from
I
Fred
think it
Savage.
will. I mean, I think, for now, I really am enjoying making, I always want to stay in comedy. I love comedies, and I love making kind of big comedies that appeal to the broadest audience possible, I just don't think I have these real dramatic or scary horror movies in me. I don't have those stories to tell. But as long as they're comedic and funny and have actual, as long as they're comedic and funny and have real characters, not just
Right.
these caricatures, not sketches, like real characters, I'll be drawn to it. So it could be family humor, it could be something a little darker like Always Sunny, but there's definitely, I definitely have both personalities in me, that's for sure.
All right, and we got to wrap up. I'm getting the sign here, but you're a Cubs fan? You mentioned that?
I am a Cubs fan, absolutely.
What's going to happen this October? I want to know from you.
I have been a Cubs fan long enough to never think anything positive, and if you do,
I feel that.
if you do dare to never say it out loud. I was at the game last night.
You threw out the first pitch.
I threw out the first pitch last night, which was awesome. It was my son's first baseball game.
Oh, that's
and to have my
gotta be
son's
incredible.
first game at Wrigley, watching the Cubs meant the world to me. It was awesome because my first game was with my dad at Wrigley, and to do that with my son, 25 years later was just awesome. So I was foolish enough to say out loud, hey, if we win, you have a share of first place. And of course, 2 White Sox, killed us. So, I know better than to say anything out loud or even dare to think it. But I will be cheering for the Cubs all the way through October. I hope.
All right, and if they don't make it, I'm going to run this and make you look silly.
You know what? Even if I look silly, I will still be cheering for them in the off season that they make good decisions and take care. Make some good
New
decisions.
owners coming.
Make some good decisions behind the plate. Find a guy. Pick a guy and love him and go with him. And
maybe you could throw some money together, buy the team. They're for sale.
I barely could buy beers at the game last night. I could barely afford the beers for me and my friends. So the team, I don't think I'll be buying the team anytime soon.
All right. Thanks, Fred.
All right, thank you
Pleasure
very
to
much.
talk to you.